we need to have like a plot, like a story, a plot,
Yeah.
and then we need to have like a conflict.
Yeah.
And then we need to have like a resolution.
Like a resolution, like
Yeah.
a 3-part story.
Yeah. The
Okay,
act
like,
one.
Pretend we should break down or something like that. You think that's a good idea?
Act one.
Jaden, act like we're broken down.
We are.
Yeah. What makes a good story? Today I'm not talking about a book and I'm not talking about a movie, but I'm talking about your life. What is your personal legend and how do you find it? A little bit of backstory. I haven't made a video in around 3 months because I've kind of felt on my heart that I needed to sort some things out. And one of those being jealousy and one of those being selfish ambition. During that break, I kind of picked up this book, and I'm not a really big reader, but I heard it as a really good book, The Alchemist, and it's kind of changed my perspective on chasing my dreams or ambitions or following your personal legend, as the book would say. So first things first, what is your personal legend? And after reading this book, I kind of came to my own conclusion that your personal legend is a mix between the path that is laid out for you and the path that you choose for yourself. And the thing about this personal legend, it's beyond anything you could comprehend. It's something that is revealed to you little by little and only revealed to you if you take the necessary steps to begin to see it. Your personal legend is that tug in that direction towards the unknown. This is only personal to you. It's more than money, it's more than a fulfilling job, and it's something that evolves and it changes and adapts. You are at the most conflict in your life, but at the same time the most peace. You are the most fulfilled, but at the same time the most lost and unsure about yourself or unsure about your life. Summary of this book, I won't spoil it, but it's about the shepherd, and he gets this dream. He gets this dream to go to Egypt because there's some treasure hidden there. And eventually, as he goes on this adventure, he eventually starts working at like a crystal shop where he has a bunch of different experiences, I would say. And he eventually finds something that he wasn't looking for. And I find that as you kind of choose to go on this adventure, you begin to find things about yourself and find things about life that are so much more than the initial dream you had in mind. And I really like this quote from this book. It says, "To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation." And that's the thing, is our personal legend is a calling that only we could fulfill. And it's not going to be something along the lines of what you think it will be. It's not going to be you being famous on Instagram. It's not going to be you creating that business and feeling like you've made it. It's the process in which you begin to experience a life of adventure and a life with God. And you see that life loves you and life will put you through these conflicts and these adventures that you never would have expected to happen. And at the end of it all, you're gonna get through all of it. And that's kind of like the cycle of it. It's that I find that your personal legend is not a destination, and it's not something that you achieve. Your personal legend is a state in which you are working towards becoming better and experiencing a better and more fulfilled life. What makes a good story? What makes a good story is a story that's yours. And it's not going out there and achieving a big business or making money. It's a story that only you can experience. And a story that's revealed to you step by step every time you take the courage to move forward past that fear. And it's a story that only you can experience. It's a story with twists and turns and it's filled with a bunch of conflict. But at the end of the day, it's a state in which you are constantly moving towards experiencing a better life and a better you. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand. Basically, do not despise these small beginnings. That's Zechariah 4:10. And I think that every good story starts with a small beginning. And in the state where I am right now, I am in a very small beginning. I was like calculating everything yesterday, like objectively of what I want to achieve in my life. And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work out. And I think that when you put yourself in a position that only God could come through, then things work out. And I've had my back against the wall and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this year. But I'm following that tug. And I'm following this personal legend or this little calling that I have on my heart. And I'm very excited to see where it'll go. And I'm learning faith and I'm learning to strip down my jealousy and selfish ambition. And it's been such a great journey of renewal of my mind and my heart. And and I've been seeing the little miracles happen in my life. We call them grace moments or miracle sprinkles, but here's a miracle sprinkle. So when I left Japan last time, I had no money to come back. I had about $100 in my bank account, and I was just praying like, okay, hopefully I'll be able to come back here. And once I landed back in the States, 3 days later, I was on a trip to go visit my sister. And it was me, my mom, and my dad. And as we get to the airport, we get to the gate, and they start speaking on the intercom, and they say, you know, we need 3 people to get off, and we'll give you guys $800 vouchers to get off the flight. And it was 3 people, me, my mom, and my dad. And that's how I got my ticket, and I'm back here in Japan. But yeah, like I think as you follow your personal legend, things begin to open up to you. And once you take that first leap of faith and that second leap of faith, and always just taking these leaps of faith, you experience this adventure. Read that book, follow your personal legend. It's definitely not easy, I would say that. It's the most conflict you'll have in your life, but the most peace and fulfillment you'll have in yourself. But anyways, yeah, I guess, bye. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's cold. It's cold. And we're in the desert. It's supposed to be hot. I'm cold as hell, man.
Shall we?